Now to a major developing story overnight. Detroit Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold has been arrested in Tampa, Florida for allegedly being the mastermind behind a violent home invasion and robbery. Arnold turned himself into police last night and faces 8 felony charges. Police in Tampa say it stems from an attempted armed robbery and kidnapping back in February, where police say Arnold orchestrated and watched the crimes take place via a live stream. 6 of Arnold's alleged associates have also been arrested, but investigators believe Arnold was the primary conspirator in the incident. Arnold is facing 8 felony charges. That includes 4 counts of armed robbery and 4 counts of kidnapping. If convicted on all charges, he could face up to life in prison. Arnold was booked into jail last night and is scheduled to appear in court this afternoon. Now, Arnold's PR team released a statement on his behalf saying in part, quote, Terrion Arnold categorically denies any involvement in the matters underlying the allegations made against him and maintains his innocence. The statement went on to say that there's no credible evidence linking him to the allegations and that he's looking forward to his day in court. There's a lot to unpack with this story. You can find many more details on what Arnold is alleged to have done on our website, news10lansing.com, or on our News 10 mobile app, which is free to download.